and welcome to the third episode of this mini travel series. If you tune into the last episode, you'll know that we were out at Carrigini National Park, so if you haven't seen that episode, be sure to check it out after watching this one. So from Carrigini, we drove 9 hours to a coastal town called Carnarvon where we spent the night. We stayed at a place called the Big 4 Caravan Park, and we used our stop off there as an opportunity to stock up on some fresh fruit and veggies from Woolworths and also some petrol as well. So we're fully stocked up, and today we have driven out just over 70 kilometres, I think it's about 74, out to a place called Quobba Station, which is known for its epic coastline, so we're really excited to explore that. Now I just wanted to address as well, I was doing some extra research about Quobba last night and found that it's actually a working sheep station, but what I also found is that Quobba generates about 20% of its revenue from tourism. So my hope in creating this vlog and promoting the region from a tourism aspect is that eventually at some point they can hopefully move away from sheep farming to an entirely tourism based location. So we're going to be here for the next few days exploring the region, and I'm going to show you how to enjoy it without exploiting animals both on the land and in the sea.
Something kinda crazy. I wanna go drive all night with you right next to me. I wanna go feel the pounding of your heart.
So as you're heading along the main road in towards Quobba, on your left hand side you will come across a cool little lighthouse. Now it's quite a steep limestone track up to the top of the lighthouse, so I would only recommend four-wheel drives going up there, but it's definitely worth it if you can. The views of the coastline are amazing. Once you're done there, if you come out and turn left, just a few hundred metres down at the T-junction, you will come across the famous King Waves kill sign. And you definitely need to snap a pic there like we did because it is very iconic. After that, just a few hundred metres down, you will come across this spot here, which is the famous Carnarvon Blowholes. Apparently the spouts here reach up to 20 metres high. Okay guys, so after we checked out the blowholes, we continued further up towards Quobba Station to check in. Now we hadn't made a booking because you can't make bookings for Quobba Station. So when we got to reception, we asked the lady where she thought was the best spot for swimming and snorkeling because we're not into fishing or surfing. And she actually recommended not to stay at Quobba Station, but to either consider a place called Red Bluff or another place called Gnaraloo Station. Now, Red Bluff is a part of Quobba Station, whereas Gnaraloo is a separate station. So if you want to see this part of the coastline, you have to stay at one of the stations. So we decided to continue further north up towards Gnaraloo Station. I think it's about 70 kilometres from Quobba. And as we were driving, we passed a sign for a place called 3 Mile Camp. We didn't realise that that's actually the main campsite for Gnaraloo Station. So anyway, we ended up at the homestead, and thankfully we were able to get a booking for tonight. Seems this place is really popular, especially being school holidays. So yeah, we've got our campsite booked, and on the map we saw that Gnaraloo Bay is actually about 6 kilometres north of the homestead. So rather than going back to camp to get set up, we thought we would come to Gnaraloo Bay and check it out. And guys, look at this bay. It is absolutely incredible. And I think we have made a very good decision in staying at Gnaraloo Station tonight. it to 3 Mile Camp with about 10 minutes to spare until the sun sets. So we quickly parked up our car at our campsite, grabbed our things, and we've come down to the lagoon at the front of the camp to watch the sunset and hopefully get some nice pictures as well. After that, we're going to head back to camp and have some dinner because we didn't have lunch today. We were too busy exploring, so we are starving. And we're going to have a hot shower as well because we didn't even know it when we booked, but this place has hot showers too, which is amazing because they've been pretty scarce this trip so far. Guys, we had a great night's sleep last night at 3 Mile Camp. The camp is literally right on the coast, so we went to sleep with the sound of the waves crashing, which was so lovely. This morning we have come down to a spot called Tombstones. The locals call it Tombies. It's still within the Gnaraloo Station. When we checked in at 3 Mile Camp, the lady there told us that we literally cannot leave Gnaraloo Station without checking out this spot. Apparently the coral is amazing. So it's a little bit windy, but we have taken her advice and we are going to head in and have a look and see what the fuss is all about.
It's gonna be my day. I got that poppin' fire every step I take. Living that wild life, not stopping out no way. Just seeing green lights won't ever touch the brakes. Let me tell you something. 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 Got a real good feeling. Got a real good feeling. Like there is lightning deep in my bones. Got a real good feeling. I won't hit no ceiling.
We've now left Gnaraloo Station and driven slightly further south to Red Bluff, which I have already mentioned is part of Quobba Station. It's slightly more rugged than the accommodation at the two stations, so there's no amenities apart from drop toilets. But we have arrived just in time for sunset. We've picked up this epic beach camp spot, and guys, have a look at this.
As you walk down so many different shades.
Good morning guys, we've woken up to a beautiful morning today. The skies are super blue and clear, which has been very different to the last couple of mornings, so that has been lovely. We are actually leaving Red Bluff today, but before we go, I wanted to quickly show you the amenities, or should I say amenity, and just how different long drop toilets can be from one place to another. So guys, this here is the long drop toilet. Come inside. This is literally it. So again, there's just a big hole in the ground. There's some sawdust there that you're meant to use afterwards. It's decorated with some cute little surfboards, and then somewhere there's also a little shell as well. So I believe that you use this to scoop up the sawdust to put into the toilet. So that's the drop toilet. And then if you turn around, you'll see the view that you have from the long drop toilet. And I reckon this could be some of the best views from a long drop toilet in all of Western Australia. So guys, this is the beach here at Red Bluff, and it is absolutely amazing. You can probably already see behind me, it's pretty hard to miss, but that is the bluff. I don't think footage really captures how big and beautiful that is, but this bay is stunning. Now the water looks amazing. We were going to go in for a swim, but we're a little bit short on time this morning, so we're going to give it a miss. But this spot is amazing for swimming and snorkeling, and also just out at the tip of the bluff there's a surf break as well. So we have now left Red Bluff after what has been an amazing few days exploring Gnaraloo and Quobba. I loved both spots so much, I honestly can't choose a favourite, but I'd probably say that Gnaraloo is a better option if you're planning on heading out there for a longer stay, just because they've got more amenities, whereas Red Bluff is a lot more rugged. They've only got the drop toilets and you've got to be fully self-sufficient with everything, including water, so that's really important to consider when you're deciding on where to head out to. So we've now made our way to Carnarvon and we have stopped at a place called Bumback's Preserves and Ice Creams for some of the best sun-dried tomatoes I have ever eaten in my life, so we're going to take these home with us. Now we are going to head to get some petrol and pump up the tyres. So I wanted to let you guys know as well that the road out to Quobba and Gnaraloo is quite corrugated, so it's a good idea to let your tyres down to at least 25 psi like we did. After we've done that, we are going to be heading to our next stop, which will be featured in the next episode of this mini travel series. So to make sure you don't miss out on that one, be sure to hit subscribe and turn on notifications. As always, thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next one.